Beard Scent. I want to talk to you today about the art of string jumping. You know, this refers to a bow. A lot of guys are talking about loud bows versus loud arrows, and I came to the conclusion that it's a combination of both. But really, you very seldom get a bow that's coming from the factory that's quiet, or is as quiet as you like it. So the best way to really determine if your bow is loud or quiet is best to just shoot it, you know, with a video. You know, shoot your bow in front of a video, then go back and listen to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shoot it 3 different times. This is actually 3 different days that I shot the bow, so it's not today, but I'm just giving you an illustration on different sounds from the bow versus speed. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna show you the sound from the factory. Got it anchored in, arm rigid. Okay, the second shot is going to be a shot where I have a bush. It's a bush silencer just on the bottom portion of the bow on the string, and it's just one silencer and a factory little leech on the cables. And I'm let you listen to that and determine, you know, if it's quieter than the factory setup. And on the third shot, I changed the silencers on my bow. I went with 4 monkey tails. I went with 2 on the string and 2 on the cable. And that'll determine if I want to go ahead and try that last setup, the second setup, or the factory setup. Okay, I decided to go ahead and go with the monkey tails because the sound, you know, to me is not not way more quiet than the other setup with the one bush on the bottom, but it is quieter. Plus, I'm getting 308 feet per second, you know, with these 4 monkey tails on my cables and on my string. Also, one thing I want to add, you know, if you're looking at my peep sight, you know, my peep sight, I painted it blaze orange. So at low, you know, during low light conditions, what happens is when I have it at full draw, this blaze orange really stands out, and I can, you know, see better in low light conditions without even have to turn on my fiber optic light. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one more shot and let you guys check out the sound of the bow. I think I need my arrow. And I have it set at 70 pounds, and I'm shooting a 370 grain arrow and 29-inch draw, and I'm getting 308 feet per second. I mean, it's real quiet. You know, I'm very pleased with it. I just had to do some fine tuning, but like I said, when you have a bow, you know, when you first get your bow from the factory, it sounds pretty good, you know, when you shoot it, you know, before you put all your accessories on it. You know, because most guys, when you test the bow out at the archery shop, a lot of guys put a whisker biscuit on it, you know, and you don't really hear that sound because this it's QAD, you know, HDX QAD Ultra Rest. It makes a little sound, so it's gonna sound a tad bit different versus using a whisker biscuit, you know. But with the factory strings, and it has a factory leech on the cable, which is one leech on the cable. Also, make sure your guard stop, make sure your string stop is just flush up against your string. You don't want to actually have it where your string is bowed out. You just want to make sure it's just flush up against it. Don't have it too far in, because that'll create a sound. You know, not much, but it will create a sound. Also, make sure all your Allen screws are tight, you know, and just tweak them, you know, before you hunt. You can, you know, touch them every other shot, every other time you shoot, just to see, you know, if anything's coming loose. If it's not coming loose, then you don't have to worry about it. But that's just to give you an idea on what could cause your bow to rattle, you know, because there's so many guys putting all kinds of silencers on their bow, putting different setups on their bow, and just make the bow real heavy, you know. But it's amazing because, like I said, I just put 4 monkey tails on here, you know, on the $14, and it's a Matthews. It's Matthews product. So if Randy is listening to this from Bucks and Beard, he's probably gonna laugh at me because he's trying to get me to convert back to Matthews. I was a Z7 shooter for a while, but I went to Bowtech. Now I'm to Hoyt. So I think Hoyt makes a great product. You know, I love the Z5 cams. I love this 30-inch axle to axle and a 6 3/4 brace height bow. I mean, to me, this is a perfect tree stand bow. You know, but I never thought I'd shoot a double cam bow, but you know, once they came up with this bow here, you know, I was sold after I shot it the first time. But anyway, you know, factory string setup is okay, you know, but if you really want to fine tune that sound, you know, I would suggest, you know, putting 4 monkey tails on here, you know, and it slows your bow up maybe 3 feet per second, but like I said, I'm getting 308 feet per second, you know, with this setup here, and I'm happy, you know. If I was getting down to 300 feet per second, I would have been happy, you know, but it's shooting the way it's supposed to shoot, you know, and I'm just excited about this season. I haven't even harvested anything with it yet. I picked this bow up in January of this year, you know, and I've been shooting it a little bit and, you know, fine tuning it and getting it ready, you know, for the season. But it's dialed in and it's definitely ready to go, you know. But like I said, if you have a bow, you know, that's, you know, shooting great, you know, after you shoot it, you know, on a video, you know, outside, mainly outside, you know, you could do it inside too, you know, because you can pick up different sounds with the video if you shoot it with 3 different setups or 4 different setups, leeches or stabilizers or whatever you put on your bow. You know, you can just fine tune it on the way you like it, you know. But that's the best way, you know, for you to find out if your bow is quieter or louder, you know, is just go ahead and shoot it with different setups on video. Then you can pick up that sound, you know. Then you can say, okay, I'm gonna go with this or I'm gonna go with that, you know. But like I said, I'm getting 308 feet per second with this setup here. It's 70 pounds, 29-inch draw, and like I said, the Carbon Spyder 30 and 6 3/4 brace height, you know. But I really like this bow, you know, and it's easy to set up, you know. But just you know, just go ahead and try that out, you know, and see what you think. Also, one other thing I want to add, you know, also you got to be careful on, you know, shooting 330 feet per second, 345 feet per second, 350 feet per second. These super fast bows, you know, 'cause that's another thing that'll cause you to miss a deer. You know, if the arrow's too loud, you know, you shooting, you know, you got a 3-inch vein and, you know, a big broadhead, you know, and that thing is going down at 340 feet per second. You know, you're gonna create a lot of sound with the arrow. So 300, 315 feet per second, you know, that's pretty good. But if you're gonna go over 315, you know, feet per second, if you're up to like 320 feet per second, then I would recommend you, you know, go with a 2-inch vein with a lower profile arrow. It'll cut down on the drag on that arrow, and that'll really cause you to cause you to miss deer when you got a heavy arrow. So I will go ahead and try that out and you know, see what you think. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting this video together and let y'all listen to, you know, the factory setup, the one bush silencer on the bottom, just one on the bottom of on the string. And then I got these leeches. I'm sorry, I got these monkey tails. I got 4 monkey tails. That's my final setup, and this is the setup that I went with, you know, with the 8.5-inch shot rod and the Carbon Pro sight, and I have a single pin in here that I have set at 40 yards. Then I have the QAD HDX Ultra Rest. So okay, and this concludes my video, and this is Iceman John Bailey coming at you from Bucks and Beard Sense, and you take care.